then you don't, so this plane could fly for a while on one engine, right? So if you had to do a go around and the gear doesn't come down on short final, that's a mistake. So maybe on downwind when you know you got the runway made, where you want to get the gear down. Oh, here it says right here for you. Extend gear on downwind leg. The front prop is feathered and no pump, extend gear.
A little bit before.
Yep, no, you're fine. Then airspeed, you want to be at 90 to 100 miles an hour. Okay. So you're a little fast right now.
But I mean,
we're not going to put any.
The only way to slow down would be to take out the rear.
Yeah, we don't want to do that now. We just want to keep this thing flying on one engine because you're actually descending too right now. So you're descending 500
Well, I'm getting
feet
down to pattern altitude.
Okay. So if you really had only one engine,
just want to keep your altitude.
Yeah, I would hold the altitude.
Well, I mean, this thing can sustain altitude on one engine.
No, just be aware. When he sees you descending at 1,000 feet per minute with one engine, he's gonna be like, "What if you lost the other one right now?"
Yeah, well then.
Yeah. That's where he's thinking. You're fine though. You're actually doing a good job of flying the plane. I can tell you're not distracted or flustered. So now, what are we? 1,000 feet. I still wouldn't put any flaps in until you know you got this made. Okay. We don't want to do like, oh, I'm going to go extend this. Gotcha. County traffic of 337 Whiskey Tango, simulated engine out 24. Okay, so you can just fly the plane. And let's just do it. Let's put some flaps in. You got your gear down and...
You said wait till final for flaps.
Well, I put one notch in now because we're going to turn early. We're not going to just... You got 5,000 feet of runway, so why go way out here and then find out you missed the runway?
Okay. When do you want me to?
Yeah, right now. Let's just push your nose down and land this thing. And use your rudder. Yep, you're doing a good job. And don't overshoot the runway this time because we don't want to. Push your nose down a little. There you go.
All right, gas, undercarriage, we do have a green light.
I'm verifying you're on both tanks, fuel,
mixture.
And just bring this right around. You can intercept the final from a 10-degree angle on this side.
716, we're about 10 miles northwest, inbound for the left downwind 25 central.
Okay. You can make your radio call that we're simulated engine out 24.
Ocean County, simulated engine out 24, Ocean County.
Just let them know we're base to final.
Base to final, 71 Tango Skymaster.
Don't see anybody behind us, but just in case somebody's doing an RNAV. Okay, so you can start thinking about flaps now if you know you got the runway made. This is a long runway, so you can do whatever you need to now. All right. And we don't know why.
Cherokee 6 over Sortie, inbound practice ILS 6, low approach.
Go ahead and, you don't have to do a short field. You got the whole runway. And we're going to do a full stop landing because I just don't want to. Yeah. You got too many things configured incorrectly right now to do any kind of touch and go nonsense. All right, so your airspeed's a little fast. You're still about 105 miles an hour. You got lots of runway left. You know this thing's going to stop. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice center line, nice in alignment. Just let it roll out and very good. Okay. So I don't think he's going to reach over and pull your mixture all the way back. Okay. But he might. And if he does, just do what you just did and fly the plane. Yeah. Just remember all the emergency stuff's on the back and your one engine landing, so there's really not that much to do. Yeah. You called it correctly. The gear won't come down till somewhere on the downwind leg when you know you got the landing made.
Ocean County traffic, Skymaster is clear of 24 Ocean County.
Let's go do some steep turns and
okay. County staff, November 297, Mike Echoes, departing runway.
Yeah, it's a big plane.
Okay, after landing checklist, please. Okay, flaps up, cowls open, strobes off, landing light off. Okay, after landing checklist complete. All right.
Yeah, so my critique on that is You did not get flustered. You flew the plane the whole time. You were paying attention to flying while I was talking. You didn't do anything stupid. It was a really nice landing too, by the way.
Nice.
So I think that's really key, and that's where a lot of people get flustered and they start doing stupid things and they get an extra distraction. You just kept flying the plane. I think that's one difference between owning your own plane and flying a club or a school plane is, this is your plane and you know it well and you don't want to break it.
Yeah.
So they are doing short field takeoffs, I'm imagining, right?
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
I hope. I hope anyway.
What is this missing, a magnet?
Yeah, there's just a magnet I got to put back in there.
Plane looks good though, man. You did a good job on all this.
Joy had to remove the glove compartment to what the hell was she doing? She's doing something behind there.
Did she have to fix these, or did you have to get the avionics guy to do it?
What do you mean fix them?
Whatever you did, software.
No, the avionics people.
It's just a flash.
Yeah, it's all it is just popping in a USB and it's...
Where?
I went to Avoca.
No, where is the USB?
Right here.
So it's literally goes into the main Ethernet bus that plugs all these things together.
Yeah, well, this is connected to this one. This is the master, and then these are all slaved off of this. So what happens is, like, when I do a database update, I do the update on my computer in my hangar, and then I take the USB and I pop it into here, and then this pulls the data, and then it distributes it. It's really neat. No, so these I actually have to take the cards out, and then I put them in my card reader.
Where's your card on here? Is it up here somewhere?
1, 2, and then this one is 1, 2.
Oh, look at that. These are really in there tight.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one thing I am so glad I got is that Flight Stream 510, man.
Yeah.
You can't put that in here, can you?
I have a 210 in here.
But you can't update the card over that, right?
No.
You can't update the data. That's the only reason I wanted that, besides the iPad comp.
Wait, hold on a second. You can update your card over the 510?
It does it automatically. You get in the plane, and if it's in here in my 4-flighter Garmin, it just sucks it right in. And
what?
Yeah, it's awesome.
It updates these cards?
Yes.
I called Garmin. I was like, is there any way to do it? They're like, no, there's no way to do it.
Not in this. Not in the 510. In the 650, or in the 430, 530, you can't.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought you were doing.
In the 650, 750, the 510.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, all right. Just watch the old short here. You can probably get out of here.
Yeah, I'll rock and roll here.
All right. Just, I'll keep an eye on her, but.
Ocean County traffic, 7 Whiskey Tango departing 2-4 out of the pattern, Ocean County.
Yes, looks good.
Ocean County traffic, got Cherokee 6, ILS 6, we're going around back to the Switty intersection, Ocean County.
Now.
Where's he at?
He was doing a practice ILS.
Mike Echo is base, runway 24, Ocean County.
Echo 337, Whiskey Tango, we're going to get out of here. Let's go.
Where was he at?
He's on the ILS coming the other way. He broke it off. He's just doing a practice.
Oh, I got you.
All right. You got plenty of time. Just keep... Sorry, this glove compartment's knocking my comms out.
I'm sorry.
Ocean County Sky Mike Echo is base to final, runway 24 for copy.
Yeah, you just keep it rolling. We're out of here. Okay, everything's very green, and airspeed is 80. Nice. Still all green. Actually, all yellow. So that's the guy that was doing the ILS, so just keep an eye on him. He was coming this way.
That's the guy that was pissing in the wind?
No, I'm just saying, no, he's doing a totally legitimate thing. I just didn't hear him make a call until he broke it off. So I always put my nose down right about now at every unpowered airport and just make sure there's not a guy like him coming in here on the wrong frequency.
Okay.
That's all you got to do. And can you see him?
All right. Positive rate of climb. Gear up.
So he's probably going back to coil, my guess.
Okay, gear up. Amber light. Flaps up. What altitude you want to get to?
So we're going to do the steep turns. You want to be at about 3,000, right? I'm just going to have you do like one quick set of stalls, just to give you a little muscle memory. But we're not going to do anything to full stall because of the why.
The VGs.
Yes, I just want you to tell them that when you're doing your oral. briefing that, hey, I got these VGs and this thing doesn't stall. Can we do it to first indication or a warning, or oral warning rather? Gotcha. He should be okay with that.
So we're going to coil, you said?
What happened to that guy? He's probably going back to coil too, so we might head over to coil and then head a little bit west of there so we're away from him. He's probably going to go do another full ILS from Soity. Can you see him out your window? He's right behind you and off to your left. Same altitude, you got him? Okay. Yeah, so instead of going direct coil, we'll just stay. Watch this G2, man. C-17 right over here.
Jedi-11, the same guy.
See, I don't have him. Yeah, I got no Jedi, and you have that, right?
I do.
That is really weird that you're getting that and I'm not.
Getting a little sporty up here.
Did you see a guy got killed yesterday up in New England?
No.
From turbulence?
Oh, it was a Commander, right? Challenger 300.
He was in a corporate jet.
Yeah, it was a Challenger 300.
Was that yesterday? Yeah, it was. He was probably not buckled. They hit some horrible turbulence, and
that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. But the NTSB is reviewing the cockpit voice recorder because they want to make sure the pilots told these guys that there was possibility.
Well, you know, when it's nothing, and then it's that, you know.
Well, yesterday was absolutely horrific. I mean, there was air mets for turbulence the whole day. All right, I actually hit my head on a seaplane once up in the Adirondacks so hard, I thought I broke my neck. So,
did you see stars?
Yeah, I saw stars, and it actually compressed my neck a little, and I was actually a little worried about it. For a while, it was,
yeah, it's not fun.
I never had any issue. But it made me realize, keep that lap belt buckled when you're in mountainous terrain, no matter what. Yeah, like this kind of stuff. Actually, that's not even enough buckle. Okay, so what are we at? 3,000, 2820. We can go back over to McGuire if you want, and then we'll put...
Wait, just keep an eye on what the wind is doing here. It's a little variable.
So that guy in Niner X-ray, he's going back to coil. Probably do another full ILS, so we'll stay away from him.
Okay, so I'm just going to head there.
I would head over that way a little bit. Just keep an eye on McGuire and the restricted airspace, but we'll be fine over this way. So what do we decide our...
can you hold the plane?
I have the plane. What are we at? 2960.
Just want to look at what the minimum settings are. So the minimum flying settings at 3,000 are 22 RPM and 18 manifold. I'm going to shoot for that for these. Okay. So 22, 18. Okay, thank you. My plane.
By the way, I actually looked it up on some flight schools, 337, and they were saying steep turns was a little slower than what you and I did it last time.
We were doing it at like 140 miles an hour.
No, it should be lower than that. I thought we were trying to get it right around like 120 to 125.
Okay.
But our power settings were about 1,000 or 2,000 higher than what they had recommended.
Yeah, I'm not really liking this turbulence
bump.
Here.
Well,
I mean, for doing steep turns, I don't know if that's a good idea or not.
Well, it's not going to hurt the plane. It might just be a little harder. And I keep forgetting. What happened to your glass down here? You got a glass door.
Yeah.
But it's all covered with leather.
No, it's not.
Oh, behind me.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You can move the seat back a little bit.
No, I'm good. I thought it was up here for some reason, so you could see down. Look at that. You got your tire pressures on your glove box there. All right. It is a little bumpy. So just slow her down, and you remember what your checklist was? It was electric fuel, cockpit, and then your heading stuff. Well, clearing turns and heading. Okay. So while you're slowing down, you can do that. Your fuel first is going to be check you're on the main tanks and that you got plenty of fuel, right?
Yep.
Which you do, right?
All right, so get the props up a little bit. What did I say? It's a 2218, right? Let me try that.
2200 on the tack and 18 on the manifold pressure.
Yeah.
Central Jersey, Piper Arrow, turning left downwind, runway 25.
I'm going to flip you over to McGuire just so we can hear if they're vectoring any big planes around us. And I'm going to put you back on Flying W's frequency here, just in case. Actually, I shouldn't do that. I should let you do that, but. And I'm going to flip you back down here to 119.325.
Okay, so let's say we're right about there. Let's see. Get a little bit more altitude here.
Yeah, you want to be right at 3,000.
So this here is basically minimum settings for.
So that's what we said. We want to be at 125 knots. Look at you, or miles per hour.
Yeah.
So what do you got? Let's remember this. You're at 18.5 by 21.5 to 22. 18.5, 22. And if you enter your steep turns and you feel like you need a touch of power, you can just add a little throttle.
Okay. Now, clearing turns. So
well, first go through your checklist. So it's fuel, electric, cabin, and then clearing turns.
Okay, so fuel, electric.
Fuel. Well, just go through. Fuel's on the main tanks. We got fuel mixtures full rich.
Okay.
And you don't need fuel pumps on for this, do you?
No, you never really turn the fuel pumps on this unless you're starting the engine.
And then, so that's good. Electrical, you got good indications here. What else do you have electrical-wise? You don't have any other electrical instruments in here, do you? No circuit breakers, just check your circuit. You wouldn't want to start a maneuver with a circuit breaker popped for something, right?
Yeah, no, they're all in.
Okay, so you just want to walk through that. Electrical, cabin.
Yeah.
Paul's giant bag in the back is going to hit us in the head, but we're not going to do anything crazy.
Okay.
And then you can do some clearing turns. So I would just do one left 90, one right 90.
Okay.
Or you could do a 180.
Okay.
Or a 360, but we're about to do 360. So there is a guy behind you, and it's that same guy. So I would just do one left 90.
Fucking guy, why is he following us?
Yeah, I know. He'd never seen a 337. He's going back to do the approach. This is where it starts. He's got to go back to Sweetie intersection.
All right.
He'll be gone when you come back here.
All right, so clearing turns.
Yeah, just do one left 90, and just tell him what you're doing. Say, I'm going to do clearing turns, one left 90 and one right 90 before we start.
Okay.
You should have no problem with that.
Okay, so there's our.
I was with Steve one day, and he goes, "Oh, it's a big sky. You don't have to worry about that." And I was like, "What?" And then next week, I asked him about it. He goes, "I never said that." I said, "You did." He goes, "Well, I was kidding." I was like, "Well, you said it like you meant it, and I was questioning you." He goes, "Yeah, if I said that, I was just seeing how you would react." Yeah, so you picked up that Jedi, and I didn't. That was weird.
We're going to do another lap and then proceed inbound for the ILS 6, Ocean County.
So that's him.
Number 19 X-ray, roger.
That's 41, whatever, I can't see it, 19 X-ray. He's going back to Sweetie to do another full ILS. Okay. So is that 90 back?
Not yet.
I
don't know where you started.
Will this one be a full stop?
I think you did. I think you just did 90 to the left and 180 to the right.
No, I did, well, yeah.
Because now you're pointed back.
Yeah. I thought you had, okay.
No, you can just do 90 left, 90 right, and you're done.
3.9
Okay.
for 3,000 with the weather.
All right, so now you need a heading for your turns.
Head away.
That's where you can pick something on the horizon that you like as a
3014 and
really great visual waypoint.
For 102.
Let's see.
You're out of the, you're in the mode C Vale, but you're really far.
Heading 360 vectors for Yardley.
So, I don't know.
All right, how about New York City?
Atlantic City, right? Atlantic City?
Yeah.
I thought you said New York, sorry.
I did say New York.
Okay, sorry. If you can see New York that clearly, we're in trouble. We're over top of Newark.
Just from being at P&E,
yeah, I guess.
You're used to.
All right, so let's get lined up.
Okay.
I think the protocol is you do the left one first, but get lined up and level out, and then just tell them I'm going to start to the left at 3,000. Actually, you're only at 2,500. Let's go back to 3,000.
Yeah, put a little more power in here.
Tower 17 uniform.
And there's nothing in front of you. There's a restricted area, Art 5002, way up into the east to your left, but we're not going to worry about that right now.
All right, where do you want to go to? 3,000?
3,000 to start. I just don't like doing anything below 3,000, especially in a multi-engine plant, especially over the Pine Barrens. Although your plane's flying really well, so that's good, right? Yeah. You got enough hours on this that you're pretty comfortable that all the guys who worked on it eventually got it right.
Yep. 102, descend and maintain 2,000, when able, report Belmar in sight.
So maintain 2,000, Western, no, Whisper 102.
So you got 7-2 uniform. Just look out here.
Yep.
He should be coming right down here somewhere. Do you see him?
Approach from altimeter 3014, stay position and position.
So he just crossed off your wing and I still don't see him.
Requesting flight following for practice maneuvers just south of you. 3,500, Cessna 4924.
Alright, so as soon as you're clear of that guy, just...
Number 024, squawk 0.
He's not descending, but... So this is actually a practice area right here. Which one did I name this? Pre-flight.
425, Cessna 4924.
I think we called this, something place. I can't read it. Franklin Bogs. You're over Franklin Preserve right now.
Okay, I'm going to line up with AC, so just call that 180 south.
Yeah, so you're going to want to roll out, you know, a little before you get there. So go ahead. You're going to a 45 for a private pilot, right?
Maintain VFR.
60? No, 45.
No, it's not 60. All right, and it's not 50 either. So 45 is the triangle, and use the ball. You're doing fine. Look at the horizon and just, it's mostly an outside maneuver.
I'm going to approach 19. Actually, we're going to do one more lap before we head inbound.
So you lost the horizon, but that's not your fault. That's just the horizon is a little bit more bank. So we picked up 210 feet, and you didn't need to do that. The problem is you're not banked is why we're picking up, you're only, yeah. The rollout on Atlantic City, and I'm just going to stay on this with you for a second. So you need a little ball, right? A little right rudder. A little bit more right rudder. And keep that bank in, and you'll lose some of that vertical component of lift, and you won't be climbing. There's Philly. You got about 270 to go. Keep that ball centered, though, Julian, because if you were to stall this right now, that's a very bad accelerated stall situation. We don't want to do that. A little bit more right rudder. You won't need to have much bank if you put the rudder in. There you go. This looks way better. You're dead on 3,000. Roll out now. Roll out now, briskly, and push the nose down.
Whisper Jet 102.
That one was fine.
Okay.
So if you want to do another one, just I think you should. Those they look really good on paper here. This is really nice. The first one, before you started, the first one you picked up the altitude because you were only banked 30 degrees, and I know you're a little uncomfortable doing that. You only banked 30 degrees. You didn't lose the vertical component of lift, and you were climbing instead of. You were climbing instead of turning.
Okay, so we're 2,900 feet.
Yep, you can do it at 29 if you want. You just watch the ball. You need left rudder. There you go. Now you're 50 or so degrees, so let a little bit out. There you go. That's good. Just look at the horizon. It is bumpy out here too, by the way. So just finish up one more here. When you see Atlantic City, you want to roll out at least 10 degrees sooner and a little bit of pressure. So here comes Atlantic City. Get ready to roll out. And a little bit of pressure, forward pressure. Just now keep going. Just go ahead right in. Are you good? Yep. Just go right into a right turn.
Okay, we're 2,800 feet.
Yep, you're at 2750, so I'm going to measure this. Center your ball. Let some out because when you put the rudder in, you're going to overbank. There you go. That's good. That's it right there. A little bit right, a little bit of right rudder. We're descending now.
Uniform, turn left heading 360 vectors for Yardley.
So just hold it at 2,500.
We're already on 360. We got 40 knots pretty much crossing right now.
Yeah, so You got a big wind issue up here today, and it's pretty bumpy, but you're doing fine right now. Just hold that. Just hold it and roll out now. Roll out on Atlantic City. Push the nose down a little because you're going to pick up that vertical component of lift. So we'll practice another one of those, but that was good. For the wind condition and the turbulence, you did fine.
McGuire approach, November 2.
Let's go up to 3,500 feet.
Pilot requesting flight follow. Kilo Whiskey.
Somebody said they had a 40-knot crosswind?
Yeah, I don't know what his altitude was. I wasn't listening, so just watch your pitch attitude. We're going to go up to, what, 3,500?
Yep. McGuire approach, new altimeter is 3014.
3014, what do you...
430.
So,
490 Yankee squawking 3014 and ident.
A lot of people will do these stalls below
The McGuire altimeter is
3,500 or 4,000, but
30.
you don't have a lot of options out here.
Altimeter 3014, squawking 043.
Sounds like he's high.
Yeah. So let's turn back toward McGuire because we're getting really close. I would turn right too because you're about to enter Atlantic Cities. Yeah, just watch the ball while you're climbing. We don't want to stall here. A little bit of right rudder and a gentle turn. I mean, you got that beautiful sky pointer with your turn coordinator there, so use it.
490 Yankee, radar contact 15 miles southwest of McGuire.
So you've lost a little bit of visibility on the horizon today, but nothing crazy. Okay. Why don't you just roll out on this heading, whatever this is going to be, like 320, 325. That'll put you in a nice, wide open, straight ahead route over the Pine Barrens when you get to 3,500. All we're going to do is slow the plane down. We'll do the, we'll do some slow flight real quick too, right? Yeah. So all we're going to do is slow the plane down to, what did we say? We were like...
With the gear down, right?
We're going to go full landing configuration, but only 2/3 flap so we can recover if we got into a stall spin.
Okay.
We don't want to have full flaps in for that.
Okay, gears
coming
down.
down.
Okay, gear is locked.
We're just going to do some slow flight, so just slow this thing down to maneuvering speed, which is... Actually, we're going to go way below maneuvering speed for the slow flight. What did we say we were doing?
490 Yankee,
somewhere around 70, was it?
1702.
We want to be a little above stall speed. What's our...
Approach, Sirius 21 Echo Foxtrot has field sight.
Do with that POH.
Number 1 Echo Foxtrot, radar search turn A, squawk V5.
What numbers are you looking for?
Advisory frequency approved.
Right here, so...
Change to advisory frequency.
We want to be slow flight. With, we'll use 30 degrees of bank, so gear down. So we want to be around 75 knots. Let's try that. Pretty slow.
All right, so I'm going to do 22, 21 I'm going to try. All right, so 22, 21-ish. Okay, so...
You're in the white arc, you can add the first notch. And we're not going to add 3 notches of flaps or just full flaps. We'll go 2/3.
Because I don't want to lose altitude. Okay.
Yeah, so we're just trying to get down to about 75, and then we're going to do some really shallow turns. He's just going to have you turn like you did with your clearing.
75? That's kind of low, sure.
75 miles per hour.
Ocean County.
That's above your stall speed in this configuration.
9 X-ray radar search turn A, squawk V5.
Yeah, he's going to want, all he's trying to do is see that you recognize when this plane gets mushy. And then he wants to see you can do some gentle turns without overbanking. It's all about that chart we looked at a minute ago before we took off. So we're just south of Coyle, southeast of McGuire, and east of Philly is right there. So we got lots of room. This is actually a practice area here.
Okay.
So in order to slow down a little more, we might need to...
We're kind of losing altitude now.
Well, we can use that to climb a little, right? Trim up.
Yep.
Just trim the nose up and see if we can lose. We need to lose about, oh man, we're still at 100 miles an hour, so I have to take a little more power out of this thing. I know you got a lot out, but...
Departing 5,000, 4,000, November 24.
Yeah, I don't like going below 16 either. You don't have a gear horn in here, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
I haven't ever heard it go off.
It does.
All right, now let's just give it 30 seconds at 3,500 feet and just see if it slows down a little bit here. I can feel it getting mushy, so maybe feels mushy to me, right?
Yeah.
Just trim your nose up a little bit because we're losing altitude.
Yeah, it's trimmed all the way up.
It's trimmed up. So just give it a little back pressure then. And let's hold 35 or 3,400 here. So now it's mushy. So let's not go any slower than 80. And just give me like, give me a 360 to the left, 10-degree turn. But I want you to do it at 80 knots and holding 34 or 30. Well, we're not going to get back to 35.
With this turbulence, I'm not.
That's all right. Just
comfortable
at,
with
10 degrees, you shouldn't even feel it.
All right.
There's 10 degrees. All you're doing is a little 10-degree turn. And as soon as we roll out, we can do 180 all the way back that way. As soon as we roll out, we're just going to put this thing into a little approach to landing stall. And we're going to recover. It's not going to be any big deal. You're already set up for the stall now. And we're not going to do a full stall. We're going to do first indication. The most important thing is when we get pointed over toward Atlantic City, we're just going to lift the nose above the horizon, let the airspeed bleed off, and we're looking for the aural warning, which is your stall warning, watch your bank. That's 20. 10 is all we need, right? You're doing fine. Just a little bit of back pressure, so we lost a little bit of, we lost like 300 feet of altitude. So just hold it right here, point it at Atlantic City. That's going to be, so the approach to landing stall, we're already in the landing configuration except for that last notch of flaps. And the recovery at the stall warning horn is going to be nose down, wings level, full power, and just hold that to you. Airspeed and positive rate of climb, and then we'll let the flaps out and get the gear up. All right, so now just a little bit of back pressure. Show me, and I want the ball centered the whole time. So see, you need a little left rudder, right? Up on the ball. Just lift it up a little bit more back pressure. Point at Atlantic City a little. And if you get really uncomfortable, if it's bumpy like this, you know, you can just. This is going to happen, so just pull that back another 5 degrees. You're already there. So just hold it at 5 degrees, nose up. You don't have to go all the way to 10. You need to make that airspeed bleed off a little bit, though. I think it's not going to go off till 70. The ball is centered. You're doing really well. I would pull a little bit more back or take a touch of power out to make it happen, because it's a pretty powerful plane. There you go. So it's everything full forward when you hear the warning. Nose down, wings level, everything full forward.
Is it power off stall?
This is approach to landing, power off stall, yep. So you can take a little more power out. We should be in landing, you know, power setting. It's going to happen any second. Watch your ball. Watch your ball. Lift the nose just a hair and level. There you go. Props too.
All aircraft, single altimeter is 3013.
I'm going to grab this. That was it, my friend. And, you know, if you want to do it real slow like that, just walk them through what you're doing. Just say, I'm slowing this thing down. He wants you to do it faster. He'll reach over and pull the power back. And,
all right, positive rate of climb. All right.
So you got your gear up. Your gear has to come up.
Okay, gear up.
Nothing the matter with that. So hopefully he's got good hearing, because that's really hard to hear.
Yep.
Let's just do our departure stall right now, but we got to slow down a little. So
all right, we're heading back toward EC.
Yeah, you can do that. So your departure stall is going to be clean configuration, right? You've already taken off the runway and your gear's already up. And you're going to have to pull the power back. So your props are already forward. You're going to pull the power back, though, so you don't have to stand the plane on the nose in order to make this happen. So just call out a heading. I would do like 320 or 325 here. You don't want to be.
Good morning, McGuire.
This is perfect.
0 November 8910 Foxtrot.
Ready?
6,500 with you.
There's nobody in front of you. We've already done our clearing turns and everything. I would, you're going to be in a climb out, so you're going to have the props pull forward, and you can take your power back to somewhere around, I don't know, halfway, just so you can, you don't want to be like nose pointed up like a rocket. Take some power out. You want to be back to around 70, 80, somewhere around 80, and you're going to give it, so bring it back, slow the plane down. You're going to slow it way down and then add some power like you just took off, and you're going to just say, oh, I got distracted and the nose popped up. So don't start your climb yet. Push the nose down, fly straight and level. So we want to slow down like we're still on the runway, right? Okay. So just hold it straight and level. We're descending a little bit. Just hold it straight and level. Let's get it slowed down. So we're just slowing it down so we can pretend we just took off. We want to be at around 80 knots, somewhere around there. Then you're going to add some power, like I took off, but not full power. It will be way too powerful. So it's going to take about 30 seconds to stabilize here at this power setting. So just hold 3,000. That'll be our runway. We just got off the runway. That'll be 3,000 feet. Now you're slowing down. Now you're going to pretend, oh, I just took off, and instead of full power, you're just going to add about half power or something. Just say, that's my simulated power for departure right there. Okay. Now you're just going to pull the nose up. Okay. Pull it up to about 10 degrees like you're taking off. Okay. That's too much power, so we're going to take some out. Okay. Otherwise, it's going to take 20 minutes to stall. So you're looking for the same thing, ball centered, maintain the heading at 325. As soon as you hear that oral signal from the stall horn, you're doing this perfectly. You're going to go off in 75 or so. Keep the ball centered.
3495 Lima Alpha, and in that case, we're just going to go a little bit left of it and go towards Robbinsville.
Pull a little bit more back on the yoke just to give it a little bump there. There it is. Boom. Everything full forward. Just say recovery. Throttle, props, full forward, wings level, positive rate of climb you're looking for, and a safe airspeed.
Positive rate of climb.
So you're not going to climb. You're trying to climb right now, so just push the nose down a little. Okay. There you go. Now you got a positive rate of climb, a safe airspeed. Gear and flaps are up. Okay. Recover. Cruise checklist. Ready? And just say cruise checklist. Throttles, prop, mixture. Cow flaps closed.
Mixture. Okay.
So you got to make sure you tell him when you're doing your oral review with him on the ground that you're gonna do everything at the stall warning, not full. Okay. Okay. What if you lost an engine right now? Just simulated engine out. What do you do? What's the first thing you do? What's your best glide?
First thing I do is 112 VY, blue line above. Then,
okay, so go ahead and do that. Just call out best glide.
Yeah, best glide is 112 VY.
So it's airspeed, best field, communicate. Where are you landing? You lost both engine. Where are you landing?
I am going to land.
I would just look out the window. You're not making it to any airports, I don't think. Is there one nearby?
No, kind of SOL. I'd say that over there it'd probably head to. Right in front of us.
Yeah, you're not getting to an airfield, so.
That's red line, so I go red line.
Where's red line?
Right in front of us.
Yeah, there's no way you're getting a red line, but you can try.
Yeah.
What's your best glide?
112.
112?
Yeah.
So set it to 112. Yep. I'd be looking out the window for best field because you are, I totally screwed you here. You're not making it to red line, my friend. That's.
Yeah, there's no.
Your glide ring. So is there a road you can land on?
Let's see.
3013 now. What was the
no, not really.
There is over that way. And you can get to Hamilton. Hamilton's right over there. Turn left. Point yourself toward Hamilton. It's entirely possible from, what are we at? You only have 2,300 left. Where's Hamilton? You have it in sight? So that's at Sign Lake right now, and I know 206 runs right in front of it, so you might make it to 206. Yeah. Probably not, though. Hamilton is right over there somewhere. That's out of the question. So just fly best glide. And you would want to feather these, right? You'll go a lot. Does it say feather? Both engines out. Props feather.
Yeah, I don't want to install the engines.
That's right. So you're not making it anywhere where you're going to land this plane on a road, my friend. So you're going to have to ditch this thing. Where would be the? So there is a road out here somewhere at Kranz Memorial. See that white building over there?
Yeah.
There's a road over there that you could land on. So if it's me.
Yeah.
First thing I'm doing is I'm pushing that button. I got 1, 2. Actually, why would I even do that? I'll just, I'm on with McGuire already. So I'd say Mayday, 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 Cessna 337 Whiskey Tango, engine out, going down Pine Barrens near Carranza, and boom, ident.
Okay.
Forget about all the 7700 if you got time for that.
Yeah.
So there's a road over here. So if I was going to crash land, I'd want to land near a road somewhere so they could come help me, right?
Yep.
So I do see I see something right there. You could dump this plane down in there, and you're going to break your nose and your arm, but you could probably dump your plane right in there. Now a fire truck and an ambulance can come get you, because, okay. So, or right there, there's thin trees down there where that burn area was, right?
Yeah.
So when he does this, you got to kind of walk him through. Like, I want to make it somewhere. There's another spot you could dump it right in there, and it looks like there might be a road. All right, go ahead and you can fully recover. What did you get down to? 700 feet. Just watch your airspeed here. You're doing fine. So he's going to do some stuff like this with you. He may not do that, but he might.
Affirmative.
All right. You want to go back to the W, or you want to?
Yep.
Frequency change for Cessna 024. Thank you.
Yeah, Joy had to take the glove box out.
Dude,
so
you got like so much leather in this thing.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Contact 002.
All right, so you want to climb back to at least 2,000, and I'll let you finish.
Over 1 Sierra Foxtrot reset transfer.
I'm going to go ahead and set a direct to flying W in here, clear all this.
26531881.
I got outside the plane. If you want to go ahead, I can. I'm not flying the plane. I'm just looking out for traffic. You let me know. This all looks good. We got a positive rate of climb, a safe airspeed, and we're only in
270 at 6 for South Jersey.
Okay.
So that would put us on 19, I guess.
Yep. I got your ATIS right here.
1604 Zulu. Wind variable at 06. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 10 Celsius. Dew point -01 Celsius. Altimeter 3014. Remarks. Density altitude
3014.
Automated weather observation 1604.
So it looks like runway 1 at flying W, right?
No, somebody just took off from 19.
Visibility
Really?
10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 10.
I think I'm going to join the left downwind for
Dew point
19.
-01 Celsius. Altimeter 301.
Okay. We on the W's frequency?
119.32 or 1228. I'm sorry. Yep.
Yeah. Flying W traffic, looks like we're 19er. No, we're on mute, that's why.
Mute off.
Wow, how'd that get on?
Sometimes if you hit 2, it'll come on.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't see that.
Flying W traffic looks like we're 19er.
Helicopter Echo Romeo, you guys using 19er flying W? It was down. Shit. Say again.
Flying W helicopter right now, turning right downwind.
You guys are using 19er though, right? Okay, I guess he said right downwind for 19er. That's what he's doing. So you're all set up.
Traffic, Archer 6365 Charlie's going to taxi runway 26. South
Sorry, man. So I got a really bad habit
Going taxi from the main ramp to the numbers of 26.
turning this thing down and not turning it back up. I try to always remember, but I should just never touch it.
That's okay.
Probably better to use the mute switch because it's got a light and you can see it's off. Okay, we are going direct to
W helicopter Echo Romeo exiting downwind to South Jersey.
Over traffic, Cherokee 809, turning left base, runway 22, Solberg.
Flying W, Cessna 024, 5 miles to the south, inbound 01, flying W.
Now she's 01. What do you want to do?
I don't know. Because that helicopter,
Hey, the Flying W traffic, looks like we're all using 19er.
The helicopter left, and it seems like the winds are 300.
1 mile
Just let her know you're
down. Runway 26 downwind.
just let her know you're going to set up.
Jersey traffic, Warrior 43 Mike Juliet on a
I'm going to go ahead and set mine up while you're getting ready.
Jersey.
I think we should land on one. The wind is definitely.
So Flying W, it looks like the helicopter left, and the winds are 300. What do you want to do?
Just let her know we're gonna land one.
Air respond pattern to the west.
Okay, one it is, Flying W traffic.
Over traffic, Cherokee 809, turning final runway 22, Solberg.
Alright, so
49024. We'll set up behind you guys. Will be number 2.
Okay, thanks.
She's out here,
so wacky, so whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter.
Do you see her yet? If you just turn this way, she'll be right over the water tower somewhere.
yeah, 24, someone's Tango here, so we'll be number 2 behind you for round 1, Flying W.
Jersey traffic, Warrior 43 Mike Juliet on a right downwind for runway 26, South Jersey.
Settle. You don't want to go too far east, got her? Okay. Hey, I have a question. When you put these things in here, was there already holes in that?
Yeah.
There was already holes?
There was, but the original Cessna straps had one screw.
Got it.
So it just kind of went right across that.
Got
so
it.
what I'm going to do is get a plate. I got to put a piece of metal to connect those two.
Is there like a rib nut in there or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Structural nut. Or plate.
Flying W, Cessna 024, 2 miles to the east.
Just watch your
Join
altitude.
the 45 right downwind 01, Flying W.
South Jersey helicopter Echo Romeo turning left base, runway 26.
Liquid traffic, Arch 50 Golf, crosswind 24 liquid.
That's red line right there.
To the numbers at runway 26.
That's private?
South Jersey.
South Jersey.
Yeah, sort of. My friend owns that house down at the end of the runway, and he's got his own hangar down there. It's actually open, you can see it.
That's pretty sweet.
Runway 26.
Yeah, that's Mort, the guy that has the Flying W hangar. He's actually out flying too. Yeah, you should see that house he got. He got like a really great deal on that, told me.
Downwind 24 liquid.
Okay, what's this 3 Mike Juliet?
I am. Did he?
Traffic, Warrior 43 Juliet turning final runway 26.
Yeah, Mike Juliet's going over to South Jersey, so don't worry about him.
Yeah, let's put all these airports right next to each other.
I know. Well, don't worry. There will only be one here someday soon.
Final 27.
So where did 49024 go?
Joining the right downwind 01, Flying W.
You said right downwind?
Yeah, she's on the right downwind. She's just a beam you somewhere. I would come out just a little bit more this way before you start your 45-degree turn. Just give her, because she's really slow.
South Jersey,
She's in a 152. Do you see her?
Over active runway, South Jersey.
She should be right over there somewhere between these two nurseries. There she is. She's right over top of the water tower coming over.
Okay, sure.
Got her. Okay, so you can do whatever you need to do to set up behind her. Those red barns with the white roofs in the middle of the nursery, that's your aiming point from the 45. You should be turning onto your downwind when you get to that
Flying W,
point.
Cessna 024 right, base 01, Flying W.
South Jersey traffic, helicopters on the go for...
I have my head down. I had my head down a little bit when we were doing those deep turns, and it got a little bumpy, and I got like a little...
Back taxiing runway 26.
Yeah, a little bit. That usually doesn't happen to me. All right, you got to make a turn, Chief. You're going to fly right over the airport. Yeah, there you go.
What is this 1707?
Don't...
Liquid traffic,
I'll keep an eye on this.
Oh, there he is.
What's he doing? The Mooney? There's always people just shooting all over the place. So we're going to get too close to the runway. Be careful.
Hey, 1707, you're flying over the pattern in W, just FYI.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He's probably...
South Jersey helicopter Echo Romeo turning left crosswind runway 26.
Yeah, that was a little close. He didn't need to do that.
W Cessna 024, turning final 01, flying W.
Flying W, Skymaster, 7 Whiskey Tango, turning right downwind for 1, flying W.
I'm going to keep an eye on that guy. I think he's clearly not staying in the vicinity of this airport, but
helicopter
that's a pretty common thing that these guys just, you know, come blasting in
Archer
when turning wide.
taking on runway 26.
Yeah, because you're not going to...
Departure to the south, South Jersey.
Yeah, good idea.
Just wanted to avoid it.
Now start coming back a little bit, because you're going to overshoot.
I'll correct that on final. These jackasses, they make aviation.
Going back action on 26, South Jersey.
Yeah, it doesn't help the situation. You got enough going on already.
Like 480 SB, okay, but like...
So just be careful, because this, what you're doing right now, if somebody is in the pattern behind you, they think you're not landing. And we're almost back over red line again, so just start to head back over. You're going to have a long final, which is fine in this aircraft. We're just a little bit wide, but nothing crazy. Your altitude 920, so you're not too low. So,
clear 01, flying W.
Your first gumps check, no flaps in the turn, but first gumps check.
Yes, undercarriage, do have a green light locked. Put the props
Going to point South Jersey, regional B eastbound, South Jersey.
And switches, and seatbelts, and last one is flaps. So, you're on your left base now.
Yeah. Right base.
I'm sorry, right base. You can add some flaps whenever. And you got your nose up really high, so this is what he'll be worried that you lose an engine right now. It goes from 90 to 50 real fast.
Okay. Flying W, 7 Whiskey Tango, right base for 1, flying W.
South Jersey Hotel Echo.
So we're a little bit low for where we are right now, so just hold some power in until you're established. And you always want to be at about 500 feet when we're turning on to final, if you can be fully established. So start slowing down a little bit, Julian, because we don't want to be blasting in here. I would add one more notch of flaps before you turn final. You're in the white arc.
Line W traffic, Mooney's ready to take runway 1. I see the fellow about to turn final.
Okay, well, when you say you see the plane about to turn final, are you taking one or you're not?
Yeah, flying W, 7 Whiskey Tango, turning final 4-1, flying W.
Yeah, so that was a bad radio call when he said, I'm about to take the runway, I see the plane turning final. It's like,
what are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do? That wasn't a...
it was like mid-thought.
Yeah, that wasn't a definitive. Just one of those things, you know, that you should try and avoid. So this looks way better. Your nose is not really high.
Got some wind.
Yeah, so just small corrections. So the wind is coming at about 30 to 45 degrees from your left to your right. Okay. So you're going to have to, right now you're weather vaned into it. You're going to have to put in some right rudder and left aileron to land.
Romeo exiting active runway.
This looks really good. You got full flaps. You got a 3,400 foot runway, and it looks like you're aiming for about the second stripe. You will clear the trees, no problem, so you can start working your power back. And right rudder, left aileron. The wind is only about 5 knots here, so looks really good. Just line it up with the center line, nose to tail, beautiful right rudder. There you go. That was a good landing. Very good landing. So I think you got the landings down really well. Thank you. And again, it's your plane, so You can roll it out to the next one. These guys behind you, they can wait another 10 seconds. So,
Flying W traffic, 7 Whiskey Tango Skymaster, clear of 1, Flying W.
I was going to say, be aware they can't see you right now. Look down there. They can just barely see over that hump, so you always got to tell them when you're off.
Alright, that's the same guy that was taking pictures.
Flying W traffic, Mooney's taking off. Runway 1, Flying W. Traffic, please be caution in vicinity. Cross
up.
Having a 2 minutes 5 feet. Parachute over cross.
Flaps open. Strobe off. Okay. Yeah, that guy emailed me the photos last time. I think that's him.
This guy?
Somebody else. Yeah. I think it's him.
There is a guy, I can't remember his name. He's always out here doing the photography.
Yeah, no, it's a different guy.
South Jersey helicopter, Echo Romeo, on the go, runway 26.